Hi, and welcome. Today's topic, domestic air travel. When traveling with medical needs and or special needs, it can be really challenging. So here's what it looks like for us. When purchasing your tickets, you want to ensure that you're looking for the accessibility portion or disability service section. Here you can make specific requests for your person who will need more services before the flight, during the flight, or after the flight. If this is not available, please make sure to look for the accessibility portion phone number so that you can make a reservation with an agent for your airline. Next up, TSA Cares. Welcome to the TSA website. We're going to go to tsa.gov and we're going to click over at TSA Cares. So TSA Cares, what they provide is for passengers with disabilities or medical conditions or anyone who needs a little bit more time to help them through the screening process. For us, we would look specifically at disabilities and medical conditions, and this gives you an idea of what you can bring and what you can't, or what you're going to need to show or demonstrate during your screening. So for us, for example, we do talk about our medications. So we are exempt from the 311 liquids rule. We bring a full bottle of water, like a 1 liter. We bring medications that are liquid, that are suspension. We have to. There's no way around that. We bring tons of medications that are capsule now. Yay. We also bring freezer packs, frozen food, depending on how many days. That's how many days of frozen food I have. So if I'm there for 6 days, 6 days of frozen food, and all that is carried on. I do not put it in the luggage. That is carry on. I need to make sure that gets to me. No way am I putting that in the luggage. It is carry on. You can have as many medical bags as you need. Is it going to be cumbersome? Yes. I have created a method, a master plan in my head of how to carry things. I am learning to not only wheel the 35-pound little bag that I carry through the airport, but I know how to lift it over my head and put it in that bin above my head. So whatever you need to do, start figuring it out and having your system ready to roll. Tangent, sorry. Moving on. For non-visible disabilities or medical conditions, for Lovebug, she has good days and she has bad days. So some days it's much more visible. Other days, not so visible until you request something from her and they request it over and over, and then you have to explain to them, hey, this is what she has. We also use the sunflower lanyard. SeaTac provides it. I know LAX is also one that uses the lanyard. This is just a way for employees of that airport to know that this person may have a non-visible disability. I can understand that some people will not be okay with that. I respect that. For us, it just gives them an opportunity to realize, hey, this person might need a little extra time, be a little extra patient, and it goes better for everybody. One day, we're not all going to need that, but for right now, it does really help. Okay, so we're back at TSA Cares, and we're going to do Contact TSA, and clicking over at TSA Cares Assistance Request. If your flight is in 72 hours, please call the TSA Care line. Do not fill out this form. Some airports can't process this in time. Other have that opportunity. You just don't know. Don't risk it. Call them if your flight is within 72 hours. You'll put your name, not your person's name. Email, phone number, airport, what you're going to have all that information available for you. So have your flight information right at your hands. And then if you have a return flight, make sure to click the yes so that it gives you that screen pop down of your return information. There she is. You're also going to put in this area what kind of assistance you're going to need at checkpoint. Are you going to need more time? Are your person is going to be in a push chair? Can they remove their shoes? Can they get up? Will they be able to follow directions? All of these things are what you should put here in the screening assistance part. Lifting my arms, all of these. Just make sure to read them, look over the other portion, and answer the best of your ability to help you. Remember, everything that you give them is going to give them the opportunity ahead of time to know what services will be best for you and your family. Then you'll hit submit. Depending on your airport, you might get a response. LAX gave me a response within 48 hours via email of a phone number, who is the contact person, and if neither one are working at that time, to just request a manager of the time. And then SeaTac, they prefer to send you a text message the morning of your flight. They ask you when you're going to get there and to please text them 2 hours before your arrival that you're there and what time to expect you at the airport. Everyone's different depending on what kind of staffing is at each site. You're going to have a better experience, a different experience, whatever you want to call it. Small airports will not even have a TSA Cares, and just be mindful of that. So you'll hit the submit button and you are ready for your TSA encounter once you get to the airport. Now that the admin portion is out of our way, let's go into food prep or food preparation and storage. Okay, we are X amount of hours before we have to go on the flight. I have procrastinated to I feel like the last minute. I'm not normally like this. I like to do things beforehand, and that was not today. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make Ellie's rice, which I already prepared, and I'm going to actually vacuum seal it so I don't have to carry a bunch of mason jars. I used to carry a bunch of mason jars, and it just doesn't make sense anymore. So I vacuum seal them. And then I take maybe 2 mason jars now. That way I'm not having all this extra bulk. And this will go in her carry-on because it is emergency food. This is for her allergies, which she has several of, so we always carry them with us. So this is what my frozen food looks like. As you can see, it's pretty easy, compact. Just put it together. I put it in another Ziploc bag so it doesn't leak around everything else that I have in there. And then I just take the 2 jars. I will post a picture of that tomorrow morning, because I'm not going to put it in the luggage yet. That goes tomorrow. Okay, so I've cleaned up. I have her food ready for tomorrow. I might just have to add water. These are her vitamins. I need to put them in the luggage. Syringes. I will make lunch in here. And then I will also, I won't make dinner. Now thinking about it, I won't make dinner just because we'll be there by dinner time. So she'll have a lot of snacks. So this will be heated. This will get heated. She'll eat it before we leave. We have syringes for the week. And we need more Ziploc bags for that. And I will just take them with me. And I ensure that each one of these syringes have a cap so that I will not be worried about it. The beautiful thing is she only has one suspension now. Everything else is a tablet capsule, which makes it a lot easier. But at one point we were hauling around feeding or enteral formula, 18 medications, and we're down to about 2. Okay. I'll take her mag. And then I just take one large syringe, and this is how I make her mag. So it's mag and Old J. I'll just use a cup, flip it a couple times, and give it a her bright mouth, and she takes it pretty well. And then we have syringes, more syringes. I will make, oh, this one's bad already. Yeah, this one's bad. Yeah. I will make taco now for tomorrow. And then we'll get on to what's in her luggage. What's in the bag? Luggage setup. Okay, let's go through the bags. So this is considered a medical bag because it has her medications, and she does have quite a plethora. I also use disposable chucks to lay on the floor of the airplane so none of her things touch the floor. Just think of all those germs, or you don't have to. Her mask is already in the car, so I don't have to worry about that right now. I already realized that I don't have sunscreen, and Ellie, because of her medication, is sensitive to sunlight, so we need to go get that right now. Hydration, syringes, our hygiene, and then this will be where her food goes. She'll have her jars in here, and then her frozen food I'll put underneath, under that, and in bags so that they don't leak. And you can tell I haven't had the best, but it works. It works, and it works for us, and I'm happy for that. In this bag, continued, is her, again, chucks so that nothing touches the floor, her allergy-friendly snacks, and then I will put her tablet in here as well as my laptop, and still consider a medical bag because of the food. Big thing. Our airport uses the sunflower lanyard. It's a lanyard used for people with hidden disabilities. And it just lets people know, hey, I might need some extra help, which is really great. She loves wearing it, and she loves flashing it around. This is her backpack with her things. She is allowed to carry water because of her immunosuppression. She needs to have drinking water only. Her sensory. In here is her tablet, a couple books to get her through it. It's kind of heavy, but again, she's not going to carry it. It's going to be on her lap. And then this is my bag. And that is it. And you'll get ready with me tomorrow morning. Day of flight, making breakfast, warming up food for the flight, and packing the perishable frozen items. This is also known as necessary last-minute packing. It's 6:10. Priming or heating up the jars. And we are also getting breakfast ready. Good morning. Okay, so I put in the cereal for tomorrow, the remainder of the food, an empty jar so I can put the rice. Here's the rice, 2 foods. I will have, I'm very sure. Food thermos 1 goes here. Actually, that one's gonna go here. This one goes here. And we're done there. All right, let's go. Snacks, hers, mine. I gotta pack up Moana into the luggage, and I'm putting it all in the car. Okay, so I goofed. I'm very sorry. In the midst of everything, I didn't take any pictures or video at check-in, but here's what goes down. So we check in at the counter, not the kiosk. We want to make sure to be able to speak to a representative, for them to have eyes on Ellie and to make sure that every bag has been checked in properly and that we're ready to go. I asked the representative to please verify that the pushchair is now available, and it will be also available when we reach the gate at our destination. I also asked to verify the seats are together and that we have extra time for boarding. Please remember, each airport is different. After we checked in, I texted the TSA Cares agent that we were headed towards the wheelchair pushchair pickup. Again, this is specifically for SeaTac. Other airports may have a different approach to this process. They normally pick us up there, or if it's very busy, they meet us actually at the entrance of security, just to ensure that they won't miss us. Again, each airport will be different. This SeaTac Alaska wheelchair area allows me to push her. They are so busy, and they see that someone is available, i.e. the caregiver, to push the person through the security line and through the gates. They would prefer that. I actually don't mind this at all. However, if you are unfamiliar with the airport, request the person to help you through the gate. If you can look at our terminal here at SeaTac, it's pretty big. There's a couple of shuttles, and if you aren't familiar with any of it, it can be very overwhelming. Not to mention, if there's constant construction happening at that airport, it may be best for you to request the person to push your individual so that you are not late for your boarding or get lost just trying to get through. Getting through security. Every airport is different. In this one, we need to remove our tablets and place them in their own bins. I place the luggage that is going to be flagged for liquids, foods, or other normally not accepted items first so that they go through the scanner and are placed on the other side with an agent. Screening is also different. I can go through the scanner. Lovebug will be pushed through another area and will be inspected on the other side. The chair will be swabbed as well as her hands. I have also received a pat down when she had enteral or feeding tube materials. If that is the case, make sure that all your items are taken with you so nothing is left behind. In this situation, I kept my eyes on all of our items and utilized the TSA Care agent to stay back until all items are scanned. Once they are, they meet me on the other side to open all of our luggage, to open the jars, to inspect the jars, reclose them, and then I have to resettle everything back into luggage. All of this tends to work within 10 minutes. It's been as long as 25, depending on what is in our luggage and for how many days. We made it through. Now it's bathroom time and stretch of the legs time. Okay, yes, I am recording in a public restroom, but as you can see, it's a nice big one. She's still in the pushchair and I have space, which is really, really nice. And it does have a push here at SeaTac. What is this? Alaska D gate area. To every little part of each other. So in the music tonight, just releasing you will find I'm gonna fly.
If I fall down, you stop when you me over.
Once we are in the plane, I make sure to get to our seats. I ask for Lovebug to continue standing while I put our carry-on in the overhead bin compartment. I then put down Chuck's and put down our bags that we will need accessible during the flight. I pull out our bleach disinfectant wipes and gloves and start wiping down anything and everything in our space. This includes the window covering, the tray in front of us, the headrest in front of us, the headrest of ours, the seats, the seat belt, any portion that she might touch, I wipe down. Once that's all done, I ask her to have a seat. She settles in, she puts on her mask, and we are ready for our flight. We go up. And we arrived. As you can see, we have no pushchair here. Again, every airport is different. This one, Santa Ana, did not have a pushchair available for us when we touched down, and that's okay. It's a relatively small airport, and Ellie was willing to do it by foot. As you can see, she waited patiently for our luggage, and we were safely whisked away by our grandparents back to their house. Now, can Ellie do all of this potentially without the pushchair and the supports? Yes. However, I'm trying to make every experience a positive one for her. The less stress I put on her during the process, the better the flight will be, and the better she'll be regulated by the time we get to our destination. This is to create a positive environment for her, not for me. It is to ensure that she is the most regulated and has the most potential to having fun and enjoying her time in a different environment without overwhelming her, when we can include these supports to ensure that she has the best possible life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed or found this video informative, please click on the like button. To get notifications about new videos and follow for more content, hit subscribe. Keep moving forward.